Would like to call to order the business meeting of the Lewis County Board of County Commissioners, May 11th. Can you believe it? May 11th, 2015. There is a quorum. All three commissioners are present. Commissioner Stamper, would you like to lead us in the flag salute?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the May 10th? Fourth, I'm sorry. Fourth BOCC minutes.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the May 4th, 2015 Lewis County Board of County Commissioners business meeting minutes. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Public comment, and we have none. We do have two proclamations.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the proclamations, one for Master Gardener Week and one for National Missing and Exploited Children's Month.
I second.
Okay, with the first proclamation, and it's regarding Washington State University Master Gardener Week, and I understand, Commissioner Schulte, you have somebody in the audience who's going to be reading this for you, or are you going to do it?
Mr. Bobby Jackson, could you come up to the podium and use the professional voice that you have?
The voice of KELA.
I'm counting on you now. Before the Board of County Commissioners, Lewis County, Washington proclamation, Washington State University Master Gardener Volunteer Week, May 10th through 16th, 2015, in Lewis County, Washington, whereas the Washington State University Master Gardener Volunteer Program is celebrating 42 years of service to the citizens of our state and county, and whereas this model of volunteer service, emulated in all 50 states and numerous foreign countries, was founded by WSU in 1973, and whereas there are 70 WSU Master Gardener volunteers who served more than 9,800 hours through outreach education workshops, cultivating demonstration gardens, and staffing the plant and insect clinic in 2014, and whereas these dedicated volunteer educators use their love of gardening to enhance natural resources and environmental stewardship, improve health and wellness of Washington residents, and create and sustain vibrant communities and urban neighborhoods, and whereas the Master Gardener program sets a remarkable example of voluntary community service by returning to Lewis County residents over 10 times the funds expended on the program's maintenance. Now therefore, be it resolved, the Lewis County Board of County Commissioners do hereby proclaim May 10th through 16th, 2015 as Washington State University Master Gardener Volunteer Week in Lewis County, Washington. We urge all people in our county to join us in this special observance.
Thank you. Now
Madam Chair, I would also ask our WSU representative to come up to the podium and tell us what's coming on this weekend with Master Gardeners.
Yes.
Thank you, Bill. Sheila Gray, WSU Lewis County Extension Director. I oversee the Master Gardener program as one of the volunteer programs in our county, and this weekend, if you haven't heard it by now, I'm telling you, our annual plant sale is coming up on this coming Saturday and Sunday. This is an annual fundraiser that helps keep the majority of the programs that we provide to community members at no cost, and also helps fund a portion of our Master Gardener coordinator who is housed in our office. So with that, I hope to see you all out at the plant sale. The plant sale is scheduled on purpose to be the weekend post Mother's Day weekend so that there isn't a perceived competition with the other plant retail outlets. And often the plants that you find at the Master Gardener sale, you're not going to find in your standard retail outlet. They are those that are heirloom, those that are grown specifically by the master gardeners for the plant sale. So come on out, there may be some unique stuff that you can't live without, and remember, there's always room for one more.
Yes. And how many kinds of tomatoes will be there this year?
Golly, I think they have over 50 types of tomatoes. Generally, they aim for over 1,000 plants, and it's the tomato team that's in charge of that. And along with that, there are quite a few other vegetable starts that will be available. So these are ready to put into your garden.
Yes, thank you.
Sheila, just one other question. Have you trained any of the current commissioners as a master gardener?
Why, yes, Bill, thank you for bringing that forward. We do have 2 members of our Board of County Commissioners that have gone through the Master Gardener Volunteer Program and still claim linkage to us. Thank you. And we just had 2 more folks sign up. Our county is unique that we are allowed to do a rolling around year registration. Some counties are only allowed to do this in January. So we pick up folks throughout the year. Those that are starting this month, for example, begin their training in May, and then they'll finish next April. And so we are then able to get folks while they're interested and not say, well, you know, we'd really like to have you, but you need to wait till January. And by then, they've found something else. So this is a pretty cool system.
So you're saying that Commissioner Schulte learned how to grow zucchini?
Commissioner Schulte learned many things in the training. And Ron, with your being semi-retired, you too could be a master gardener.
Yes. Always recruiting, always recruiting.
Always recruiting.
Yes.
Thank you so much for the proclamation this morning.
Thank you.
It's been moved and seconded to approve proclamations. Whoops, I'm sorry, I missed out. Number 2 proclamation, National Missing and Exploited Children's Month. Commissioner Stamper.
Bill, you've got this figured out. I can see that right now.
Let's see if you can do it as well as I did.
Tough being second. Before the Board of County Commissioners, Lewis County, Washington, proclamation, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, National Missing Children's Month. Whereas Lewis County E911 Communications is committed to the safety of everyone in Lewis County and especially focused on the safety of children. And whereas, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, 93% of teens ages 12 to 17 go online, and 1 in 25 children ages 10 to 17 received an online sexual solicitation where the solicitor tries to make offline contact. And whereas the internet has become a primary tool for sexually exploited children, NCMEC received congressional authorization to establish the Cyber Tip Line, which provides a centralized mechanism for the public and electronic service providers to report suspected children sexual exploitation, which can often involve multiple jurisdictions. And whereas, as of January 2015, the Cyber Tip Line has received more than 3.3 million of suspected children sexual exploitation since it was launched in 1998. And whereas 1 in 6 endangered runways reported to NCMEC in 2014 were likely sex trafficking victims. And whereas the Amber Alert program was created in 1996 and is operated by the U.S. Department of Justice, as of March 2015, 758 children have been successfully recovered as a result of the program. Now, therefore, be it resolved that in partnership with the NCMEC and its collaborative organization, the Lewis County Board of Commissioners proclaim the month of May 2015 as National Missing and Exploited Children's Month in Lewis County. Be it further resolved that Lewis County urges the participation of local governments, law enforcement, and communities in this protection and education about sexual exploitation and abduction in and ways to respond and seek help for law enforcement's social services and the NCMEC.
Okay. Greg Larson, would you like to come up and talk about this? Or anyone else you'd like to bring up?
I was elected, thank you.
Okay.
And-
Elected, selected, okay.
Selected. And I want to, first off, Craig Larson with your Lewis County 911, and I wanted to thank you for your continued support in what is a very passionate subject for me and for 911. You have some great statistics in the resolution. I wanted to bring you up to date for the state of Washington. The last statistics came out on May 4th. I just got them on Friday. 746 missing children are in the system. Keep in mind that those are the ones that are actually reported in the system in Washington State. That does not include the many, many others that are now considered throwaway children, people who don't care enough to enter or to report the children as being missing that are living in our communities. In 2014, 466,949 entries were made of missing children the age of 18 or under. That's nationwide, 746 currently in the state of Washington. And one of the reasons that 911 is so impacted is that the first 3 hours of an abduction are the most critical when trying to locate a missing child. They say that if you can get them in the first 3 hours, the likelihood of them surviving are much higher. The other thing that it speaks to support for NCMEC is that in 1990, the recovery rate was only 62%. But since NCMEC, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, came about, now, today, it's 97%. I mean, that's not 100%, which is our goal, but 97% is really great. In any case, we support NCMEC. We support trying to get our children back as quickly as possible. I really appreciate your support as a body for that effort. Thank you.
And also, Craig, I appreciate on Facebook, 911 Center will post when there's a child missing, and we repost it, and it's really wonderful when you read an update saying they've been recovered, so healthy and alive.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been moved and seconded to approve proclamation 1 and 2. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the consent agenda, resolution, or items number 3 through 8, resolution number 15, TAC 141 through 15, TAC 146.
I second.
All right, Suzette.
Good morning, Commissioners. Suzette Smith, Auditor's Office, Financial Services Division. Here today to present to you Resolution Number 15-141. This is the weekly approval of warrants, and this week we also have payroll. In the week of May 4 through 8, we had 285 accounts payable warrants, numbers 722501 through 722507, numbers 722647 through 722844, for a total of $946,394.51. In addition to that, we had payroll, benefits, deductions, and related taxes. Those were warrants numbers 722363 through 722500, warrants 722588 through 722646, which is 197 payroll warrants, plus an additional 459 automatic deposits. These were dated for May 5th, for a total of $3,254,189.88.
Thank you. And number 4, this is pulled up. This is a resolution approving additional funding, Tourism Promotion Fund for the 2015 agritourism/social media. And if we could move that up further. We approve funding in the amount of $4,500 for the projects below. Okay. Technology, we're working on it. And I'm trying not to use any paper. I am relying on the
You
screen.
want me to read it? I have it here on a piece of paper.
No. Okay, so there we go. We have $3,000 that's being awarded to Destination Packwood and $1,500 to the Onalaska Alliance. Right. So item 5, Boundary Review Board. Okay.
Resolution number 15-143 is a reappointment of Steve Ward to the Washington State Boundary Review Board for Lewis County. This is for a 4-year term.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Elsey?
Good morning. Tim Elsey speaking. Item number 6 on your consent agenda. This is resolution number 15-144, approving a rural arterial program project agreement for construction proposal amendment to the County Road Administration Board for the North Fork Realignment Project. This is County Road Project 2158. This project is being funded in several biennium through the RATA funds, the Rural Arterial Trust Account funds. And so we originally received $955,300. This appropriation is for $1 million, for a total at this point of $1,955,300. And we will receive an additional $644,700 in the future as part of the next RAP funding cycle.
Okay, questions? Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning, Lee Napier, Director of Community Development, speaking on agenda item number 7, Resolution 15146. This is a request before the Commissioners to extend plat approval. Preliminary plat approval was granted on June 23rd, 2008 for Elkhorn subdivision. This will expire June 22nd of 2015. The proponents have asked for a 1-year extension. And if the board approves this resolution, that will be granted. Any questions?
Questions? Thank you.
Thanks.
Good morning, Danette York, Director of Public Health and Social Services, and I'm speaking to resolution number 15-146. This resolution is to reappoint 1 member and appoint 2 new members to the Lewis Mason Thurston Area Agency on Aging Advisory Council. So AAA is a governmental agency sponsored by 3 counties to manage, monitor, plan, fund, coordinate, and advocate for services and programs that serve the elderly and younger disabled persons. This agency has an 18-member advisory council, and we have seats available on that council. So we would like to reappoint Linda Tomachek, whose first term ended in December of 2013, but she's continued to serve in a second term, and reappointing her at this point will take her term through December 31st of 2015. We also had 2 vacancies on the advisory council, and we'd like to appoint Cindy Mund and Lynn Ford, and both of their appointments would go through December 31st of 2016.
Okay.
Thank you.
I see those 2 individuals in the audience. Would both of you come up a minute and tell us your background that leads you to be good delegates for this position? Cindy.
Good morning. My name is Cindy Mund, and I currently live and work at Stillwaters Estates Retirement Community, work as a realtor there selling homes, and I am certified for as a senior real estate specialist. And I also work as a resident consultant there, and in that activity, I work with almost 300 folks who are age 50 plus, and so the issues are very important to me and where I live and work. And my background is that I worked for DSHS, Department of Social and Health Services, for 30 years, ending my work there in Thurston County as a regional administrator in economic services, and retired here to Centralia and have been in the real estate business since then.
Thank you. Cindy? Yes.
And I'm Lynn Ford, and I have 20 years' experience working as a nursing home administrator. And I've lived here in Lewis County for about 17 years and have been a community volunteer, active in Centralia Rotary and the Chamber of Commerce and Lewis County Master Gardener. So I appreciate the plant sale next week, or this weekend. And so I'm really looking forward to participating in this wonderful group. So thank you.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Appreciate your service. So we have in the consent agenda items 3 through 8, resolution number 15-141 through 146. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried.
Madam Chair, with no further business, I move we adjourn.
A second?
It's been moved and second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. Thank you for attending today.